Nathan, welcome to Stoke City Football Club. I'd imagine you're a very proud man this morning.
Yeah, definitely, and I said thank you for the welcome. It's a wonderful club, and I feel very proud that one, they identified something in the work that I and obviously my team have been doing, and give me the opportunity at this the wonderful football club. I'm very proud. Yeah.
I can only imagine it's been a whirlwind 48 hours for you.
Yeah, well, it's probably slightly less than 48 hours, but it's been a real a real manic time, if you like. Being a manager is quite manic anyway. I think you never get a chance to really switch off. Ironically, when we did get the call, it was probably the only day off myself and my fiancée had, so we were down in Brighton when we got a call. But no, it's been a whirlwind from start to finish, and look, I'm delighted to have got it done. But the process in between has been very manic.
A difficult decision to leave Luton, a club that you've stabilised, you've taken on leaps and bounds. But what did the Coates family and Chief Executive Tony Scully say to you to persuade you to make this move?
First and foremost, it was the toughest decision of my life. It really was, and I know that's a cliche at times when you leave a club, but it was, because the environment we had there, the key relationships I had with all throughout the board, or the people in key positions, was excellent. My relationship with the fans was outstanding, and then I've got a group of players that basically had dedicated every part of their life to performing well for our club, which has enhanced sort of mine and their reputation. So it was a very difficult position, because being a manager, you want to be in charge of a real sort of structure and an environment and a culture that's conducive to winning games. So I had that, and I had to work tirelessly to get it, but we were in a good place. So anything of me leaving that would have taken something special, and sort of people at Luton knew that, because there's been other opportunities. But I think when a club of Stoke City stature and came in, then you immediately sort of back up a little bit. And then obviously having spoke then to Peter and to John, I saw the vision there, what they want to do, and it reminded me a lot of the key relationships I have at Luton. I believe I can build them here, and I said it's a club with wonderful tradition, Premier League stature in everything bar the league this year. So look, wonderful opportunity, and I'm very excited but very proud to be named.
You're obviously somebody who relishes working towards a long-term goal.
Yeah, I don't believe I'm a fly-by-night manager, and I said my contracts at Luton reflected that, and I sort of 3.5 years, and the board knew and everything how I work, and I wasn't a quick fix and jump into the next thing, and so that my next project after that would again have to be something that was as good or not a better project, and with long-term goals, not something to, well, can we do this quickly and then see where we are? No, it's something, and I believe I'm appointment for the long term. Hopefully I can one, win enough games, two, instill a culture and environment here and a philosophy that people can get behind and are proud of, and then look, that's how we take the whole club forward.
It's been a difficult 2-3 years for the club. Do you understand what you're walking into here? There's a lot of challenges facing you, challenges that you may have not faced before.
Of course, I don't think they're challenges that I haven't faced before. I just think they're just on a bigger scale. So that would be a test of, one, my character, two, my personality. But I'm well equipped for that. And as you know, I've gone into difficult situations before, and I took over as caretaker at Brighton, and I showed that I had something. Then I went into Luton at a difficult time, because people that don't generally change manager when everything's hunky dory. So when I went into Luton, I knew that there were problems, but we changed lots and lots of the culture. I speak a lot about culture and environment, because they're the things that make a club tick, and we did, and we changed the mentality there to a winning mentality, to a progressive mentality, to a mentality that wants to develop, that believes in young players, but not just young players, enhancing those who are already at the club. So no, I know that there are challenges, but that's life, and life's about challenges, and if you have to meet them head on. You have to be ready for them. I know I'm ready for it, so that's the main thing.
I don't think there's anybody in the football world who doesn't think you're ready for this role. Everybody that we've seen, everybody that's spoken about you, you've earned this opportunity.
In God's will, yeah, I think I have, but proof will be in the pudding. There's no point me sitting here and promising anything and saying I'll be this, I'll be that. No, I know there's a lot of hard work ahead, not just for me, but for my staff and for the people at the football club, the players. I want the fans to get behind us, because you know we will will play a certain way. We'll give them, eventually we will have a team that they will be proud of, that they will remember for the right reasons. So, you know, early stages, I asked them to give us patience, but more than not, their unwavering support. And I know, having played here, having been here as a coach as well against Stoke, that the support is phenomenal. I know it's a community club. To speak to the people, the key people here, it's in their blood. And very, very quickly, Stoke will be in my blood, because my life will depend on it.
And you look at that squad, international pedigree all over the pitch. You must relish the opportunity to put your strategies and your ideas towards those players.
Yeah, if they buy into what we want to do, then look, good things can happen, because there's some wonderful, talented players at the football club, and we will try to enhance those abilities, not change them, but try to get the best out of them. Yeah, we will try and improve them and make them better, because everyone's at an age there where they can improve, and I mean everyone. So there's no dead wood, as people would say. Here we're going to need everyone. We're going to need everyone pulling in the right direction, because to achieve anything in any sport, but especially football, and especially, you know, to be at Stoke City, everyone has to be pulling in the right direction, and we've got to make sure that we have the same goal.
But there's one or two players and one or two members of staff that you're already familiar with as well.
Yeah, look, there are, obviously. I know Rory very well, and I know he's a Stoke legend. I mean, he owes me one, actually, because I think I got him. I was instrumental in getting him a move when I played against him, because he had a good game against me, one of his first moves from Carlisle, and he wouldn't remember it, but so I think he owes me a beer there. But also I came up against Kevin Russell as well, and obviously for a brief spell I worked with Jack and Saido with the under-21 set. So I know that there's some good characters here, and having had key conversations with certain people here, I know there's good characters. So we'll try and enhance that. We'll try and get the best out of them, and get them to buy into what we're doing.
I'm sure you've looked at the fixture list. Brentford this weekend, then the small matter of Leeds United at home for your first league game at the Bet365 Stadium.
Yeah, that'll be the first league game. Obviously, we've got Brentford, Shrewsbury as well, because we have to treat that with the utmost respect. It's an FA Cup tie, which will lead into another FA Cup tie, God willing. But no, there's some tough fixtures. The things in the Championship, it's pretty relentless. I mean, I've just come from Luton, and we had a month where we were playing Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday and Sunderland, Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday again, which is pretty much a Championship fixture list, to be honest with you. And so it's nothing new, but we've got some tough fixtures coming up. But as you said, the Championship is a bit relentless in that thing where there's one noisy games. Things change very, very quickly. But what a great game, you know, great game for the fans, great game for us to go up against someone that is doing very, very well, and for me, I'm a manager who's vastly experienced. And
you've worked and played in the Championship before at different levels. What do you know of the league? How difficult is it, and how do you compare it to League One and League Two?
Well, ironically, I probably know the Championship better than I knew League Two and know League One, because when I was at Charlton for a year and studied the Championship relentlessly. Then I was 3 years with it in Brighton and really did study it. Because being an assistant, you've got far more disposable time to do things like that. So I did. So I know the Championship better than I know any other league. Since I've been at Luton, I've always kept an eye on the Championship because I enjoy the league, actually. I prefer it at times to Premier League football, watching stuff, because it's more relevant for where my career path was going, without being too negative or disrespectful in any way. So I've got a very, very good knowledge of the Championship, and that's why I felt very accomplished to be able to take this role. But I know that it's a tough league, and really is. There's good sides in it. It's a Premier League 2 now. It's not a Championship. It's a Premier League 2, and every game's tough because someone's either battling to avoid relegation, or they're trying to get into playoffs and promotion. So there's no dead rubbers, if you like.
And for you personally, the pinnacle would be to manage in the Premier League one day, wouldn't it?
Well, look, I think you have to set your sights high, and the manager, eventually you want to manage the team, Barcelona and things like that. But I'm on a pathway, I'm on a journey. I've had to pay my dues. I've had to started at Yeovil, which is slightly different to where I am now. But I had a great education there, a great learning curve. I had a great board that trusted me to do my work, and I loved that. And I went to Charlton to re-educate myself, which was a good journey for me, and a wonderful learning year. I worked with some good people, and then I went and worked at Brighton under 3 different managers, 3 different cultures, and so on. So look, I think I've sort of paid my dues, and yeah, I want to get to the top, but it's a journey, and I know that the next step in this journey, and I believe it's the right step, is coming to a wonderful club in Stoke, and I would like to be remembered for very, very good things here.
Finally, just a message for the supporters. They probably weren't too aware of you 48 hours ago, but I think they've all done the research and they're all very excited about this appointment.
Good, I hope so. I mean, what I will say to them is they'll have a manager that will work tirelessly for the club, that has the key values of the club at heart. But we will put a side out there that they can be proud of. We know we'll be hard-working, we'll be a talented side, we'll try to play in a certain way, which I will work religiously on. This is not a job for me, this is a lifestyle, and it's what I believe in to my core. So they will see that, and along the way there'll be some ups and downs, hopefully plenty of ups, but once we get our philosophy implemented and we get work into the players, I'm sure they're going to respond, because there's some wonderful players there, some talented players, and we aim to get the best out of those. We don't aim to change them, we aim to get the best out of those and to give Stoke a wonderful, wonderful team that they can be proud of, and then I believe we can do good things.
I want to say welcome and all the very best.
Thank you very much. Cheers.